What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, I wasn't planning on making a video tonight, but as some of you already know, that there was the shooting in Dallas that has just happened and is still going on. And I don't like being political. I don't like to get into the political games. I don't like to talk about all that stuff. But sometimes you have to. So, from what I've been following and from what I could tell and from what I've read is that there is at least 10 officers shot. 3 of them, unfortunately, are no longer with us. 2 of them are in critical and 2 of them are in surgery from what I've read. I'm not sure, but that's what I've read. And like I said, I don't like to get political, but I guess I have to. So my thoughts on all of this is, I don't know what, well, I do know what's been going on lately, but the fact that it's just come to this daily, in my opinion, is just disgusting. It really is. The fact that you wake up every day and on the news or this, that, and the other, everything is so damn negative. There's always shooting this, shooting that, stabbing, everything, and all of the left, the anti-gun people are going to blame this on 2 things. They're going to blame it on race, probably, and they're definitely going to blame it on guns. I mean, I'm for sure they're going to blame it on guns, when in reality, it's not a gun problem. It's not a race problem. It's not any of that shit. It is a people problem. Society right now is pretty fucked up. I mean, it really is. Society right now is pretty fucking shitty. The fact is in the past 20 years, this country had come together. It really, truly was on the verge of being together. And then, as we all know, and I'm not saying that's 100% the guy's fault, because it's not. There's a lot of reasons why this country split right now. But after Obama got elected, that's kind of split off the country this way, and then social media has kind of split off the country in half. And the fact is that if we don't come back together as a whole, that this country does, everyone come back together as Americans, not, pro-gun, anti-gun, pro-life, pro-choice, all different types of races, religions. If we don't all come back together as Americans, this country's going to be fucking destroyed. I can guarantee you that. That if we don't knock off all of our shit and everyone come together, quit bitching, whining, and complaining about shit, and we all come together and we stand up for what's right, and we stand up for the Constitution and what it is, and stand up for being, being a moral human and doing the right damn thing, this country is just going to fall apart. It is. So, like I said, I don't like to get political, guys. I don't like to rant. I don't like to bitch. I like this channel to be fun and everything, but you got to talk about this. So, this was a protest down in Dallas for Black Lives Matter in response to the shootings of the 2 African American men in Louisiana. So, from what I've read is that there were two assailants, and of course the media always gets this stuff wrong and they blow it all out of proportion. They were armed with some assault weapon and all this bullshit. From what I've read is they were armed with rifles, and they were on elevated positions in gear. So if you're up in an elevated position in gear, they were planning this. This was not a spur of the moment shit. They had been planning this. From what I've read and from what I understand is these people were, and of course it's all speculation, nobody knows exactly what's going on yet, but from what they said is that this stuff was planned out, because there is no way that you could be, up on an elevated position in full tactical gear with rifles and not have this planned out. There's no way. No way. So they opened up on Dallas police officers at a Black Lives Matter protest, you know, protesting the police killing them two African Americans. So, people will say it's probably random and it's just some crazy person and that it's the gun's fault and all this other nonsense. Well, from what it sounds, this shit was planned. It sounds, really like this shit was planned out. I hate to say it. And I'm only speculating. I can't be 100% sure because I'm not there. I'm not in Dallas right now. But from what I've read and from what I've seen and from what I've heard, that's what it sounds like. And they have caught one of the assailants so far from what I've read. I'm not sure about the other one, but in this time, in this past couple years of tragedy, what we need to do is quit dividing ourselves, come back together as a country, as Americans, stand up for the Constitution, stand up for what's morally right, stand up for your fellow man, and just be a fucking good person and stop being selfish, whiny, stupid, bitchy pieces of shit. Because that's what a lot of people are becoming, are whiny little bitches. The second somebody doesn't agree with somebody, they go off and they decide, well, we're just going to shoot this person, or we're going to stab this person, or we're going to beat the shit out of this person. I hate to tell everybody this, but you take guns out of the equation 100%. All right, let's just say this. Let's say guns didn't exist, okay? People would still find a way to kill people. They have been since mankind's inception, Newsflash, mankind is a violent race. We're fucking violent. We're animals. We're fucking animals. And the fact is, there's always going to be violence, there's always going to be death, there's always going to be destruction, there's always going to be everything. You cannot stop that, and if you think you can stop that, you're ignorant. Mankind has never gotten along. There will always be this stuff. But the only way we can combat this stuff that goes on is to not, take away, people's right to defend themselves. Not just with guns, but with other things. Look at the, not to get off topic, but look at the stuff in Australia. You can't even carry a folding pocket knife in Australia. If you get caught with that, that's considered a weapon. So, it seems like everyone's taking, the governments are trying to take away everybody's right to defend themselves, not just with guns, but with anything, and this stuff is going to happen more. So, how do we combat all this? Well, the first thing is we need to stop and come together as a country. 2, we all need to learn how to defend ourselves. Whether it be with a firearm, whether it be with a sword, anything. Because I don't think a lot of people know this. A lot of people know that I'm pro-gun, but there's also, I've got other stuff to defend myself with that's not just a gun. So, the fact is, it's not just guns the government's trying to take away, it's everything. They are trying to create a society of slaves. That's the problem. That's why all this stuff is happening. Is they're trying to keep everybody from standing up for what's right. And this shit that's going on in Dallas and everywhere else is not right. It's not. But instead of standing on the sidelines and us doing nothing, we need to stand up as a country and combat this stuff. So, like I said, guys, I don't like to get political. I don't like to rant. I don't like to bitch. But I needed to talk about this. And, everyone needs to pray for these officers in Dallas. The 3 that unfortunately lost their lives to this stupid act of, I hate to call it an act of terror, but it's really more, I think it's more of a war on our police officers, which that's a whole different discussion. But it's, 99% of police officers are good people with families and friends and normal lives that just want to do their job and go home at the end of the day. So, I support our police officers and all of our first responders and our military, and so should you, because those are the people that will save your ass when it comes down to it. The law-abiding gun owners, first responders. Those are the ones that are going to save your stupid anti-gun asses and your anti-American asses when you're backed into a damn corner. And all we ask is that you respect us and do the same for us, because we would do it for you. So, guys, I'm sorry I got so, I get kind of riled up about this stuff, but what we need to do, come together as a country. We need to pray and support the police officers, not just in Dallas, but all over the country, because 99% of them are good people. They really are. And it's unfortunate that so many in Dallas have been affected by this. It's not just the officers, it's their families, it's their friends, it's everything. So we need to pray for the families of the 3 that have lost their lives. We need to pray for the 2 that are in critical and the rest that have been injured. And this is a very shitty time, y'all. And if we don't come together as a country, this country is going to fall apart. So, I will keep y'all up to date on this. I'll probably do a post update on this whenever I find out more. So, you guys have a blessed evening. Take care of your family and your friends and your loved ones, because you never know when they might not be coming home. You guys have a blessed evening. God bless America, and God bless everybody in this country that stands up for this country.